Classrooms are empty on a school day at Centennial Middle School. Today, students are all learning from home. The West Valley School District decided to move Centennial Middle School to remote learning for several days.
Well, it's because too many students are absent, quarantining because of COVID exposure. Elenee Dao went to the middle school today as parents and the school had to make a quick transition.
Of the 570 students Centennial Middle School has, 170 actually walked these halls yesterday. So many students are out either due to COVID exposure or other sicknesses. So the district felt it made sense to put them in remote learning.
Do you remember what it is?
Teachers helping students over the computer, empty classrooms, and families needing to pick up food for students at home. It feels like 22 months ago. For a lot of districts, this is the reality of COVID, back to online learning.
I wasn't surprised when they went virtual.
400 of 570 Centennial Middle School students didn't go to school yesterday because they had to quarantine. That's about 2/3 of students gone.
It was just that tipping point that pushed us into really having to make a decision about what was better for our opportunity to service our kids educationally.
How Sandra Schlett and her 2 grandkids feel about it?
Boo-hoo. That was it. We don't like virtual school. It's a struggle.
Learning remotely is easier than it was nearly 2 years ago. The district and families learned how to adapt, figuring out the kinks over the last few years.
Everybody knows what to do this time around.
It's an easier switch for the West Valley School District since all the middle school and high schoolers have Chromebooks that go home with them.
What's the answer?
So instead of having in-person learning with fewer students, the middle school saw a majority of kids log on today.
It's a lot more equitable experience for these students to be able to log on from home, access their live teachers, than just being in quarantine or isolation trying to keep up independently.
While many don't like learning remotely, the assistant principal saw a different attitude in switching this time.
It's not the best situation, but they are still energetic because they know it's for a shorter amount of time.
While students are gone, custodians are deep cleaning before they come back Tuesday.
You are correct.
Making sure it's safe and ready for students to fill classrooms once again. In Spokane Valley, Elenee Dao, 4 News Now.